What's going on, guys? Thank you for stopping by. It's a series, made it, ate it, and today I'm bringing you the best cutting dessert. The best? Yep, the best. When you're cutting, there's two problems. If you want high volume, it's not that tasty, or it doesn't have that much flavor. But if you want flavor, it's not that high volume. And that's why this is the best cutting dessert. This recipe is high volume, like you can easily divide it in 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 servings. It depends on you, and it has a ton of flavor. This recipe was requested from a lot of you, so there you have it. We're making protein jelly. Yes, protein jelly, but with the flavor of a chocolate pudding. Can we make this? I think we can. Even though I'm bulking, I'm still making this recipe at least 2 times or maybe 3 times per week. Because, well, I like high volume foods. Good thing is that this is so low calorie that I can easily add things as I like, and I won't go that crazy on the calories. I know everybody is like, dude, just start with the freaking recipe video, okay?
Okay, no,
Alright, but just say, at the end of the video I'm gonna give you tips on how to add stuff and make it even taste better, so stay tuned until the end of the video. Just make sure to give a like this lifesaver video, and let's get started. Damn guys, seriously, I just saw the video. I look so fat today, and I'm thinking about switching on cutting right freaking now. Good that I have the protein jelly.
Counting double-digit thousands.
This will be maybe the easiest recipe I have ever made on this channel, so let's get started. What we're gonna need for this recipe is 60 grams of whey protein powder. I'm using Myprotein, the chocolate nut flavor, 20 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder, and about 15 grams of shredded coconut. This is just personal preference, guys. If you don't want, don't add it. This is a good thing about the recipe, you can basically add anything you like, so it can taste the best for you. Next we need 600 milliliters of skim milk. I'm using 0.1% milk, this is what we have here. I'm going with the regular stuff, but you can use, if you want, almond milk, cashew milk, any type of milk. We need sweetener of choice. I'm using the liquid sweetener, but if you want, you can use stevia or any type of sweetener. Sugar, maple syrup, any type of sugary syrup, but keep in mind that some of them have calories and carbs, but this one is free of those things. Just vanilla flavoring, and the most important part, we need gelatin. So you can use, if you have flavored gelatin, flavored JELLO, I don't know how you say it in your country, but here in Bulgaria we have only gelatin, unflavored, white, transparent gelatin, so I'm gonna use 3 packets of 10 grams from Dr. Yotker. And yeah, if you have in your country maybe fruit flavored jello or maybe chocolate, or I don't know, whatever you have, you can use that, but I'm using 30 grams of jello. And basically that's it, guys. Everything else you need is water and balls. So let's get started. The first step we're gonna make is just add the gelatin in a big bowl with about 700 to 800 milliliters of water, and we're gonna leave it just to expand in the water. And now we're gonna leave the bowl aside for about 5 minutes. The next step is just to mix everything and add water gradually so it doesn't make clumps. Just a quick tip, if you have a shaker cup, add everything inside and a good amount of water and shake everything. I don't have, so I'm mixing it by hand, but it's gonna be way easier, and maybe the result is gonna be way better, but I don't have, so I'm doing it by hand. Actually better use a fork or a whisk if you have. Some vanilla drops. The next step is to add the protein mix we already made in a large bowl, because after all we are making a high volume meal here, right? We're gonna add the sweetener now, but keep in mind that a bit later we're gonna add more liquid and it's gonna be watered down, so add plenty of sweetener of choice by taste. So this is done, we're gonna leave it aside and we're gonna move to the last step. Here's the bowl with the gelatin. We left it for 5 minutes aside so the gelatin can expand in the water. The last step we have to make is just microwave it, so in 2 intervals. The first interval is for about 25 seconds. Take it out, stir it really good with the fork. Put it back in the microwave for another 20 to 30 seconds. We don't want the water to boil. Take it out, mix it really well, and we're gonna add it to the rest of the mixture. And here's my gelatin after about 60, maybe even more seconds, because my microwave is pretty weak and it needs more time, but basically you want the gelatin to be dissolved in the water and you're good to go. Now we add it to the bowl. Mix well with the fork or the whisk. And that's it, guys. All that's left is put it in the fridge. I'm gonna leave it for overnight so it really thickens up really good and it's really chill at the morning. I'm gonna have it before my workout. I'm gonna be full, I'm gonna be happy. Leave it in the fridge for at least 3 to 4 hours to really harden up, to thicken up, and enjoy. In a bit I'm gonna tell you what to add if you want to make it more delicious. But just like that, believe me, it will taste like a rich chocolate pudding. So good. So this goes in the fridge for me at least, for overnight. And there you have it, guys. The finished protein jelly. Just look how massive this is. Like, you can't beat that volume. In this whole bowl, without the toppings, I'm gonna talk about the toppings a bit later. For the whole bowl, for the recipe I showed you, it has 473 calories. 473. What? What? No. I'm not kidding, guys. This is only 473 calories. And as you see, it has 71 grams of protein. 71. Just 7 grams of fat and 32 carbs. But guess what? You can make it even lower calorie than this. How? Gonna tell you how. A few quick tips how you can lower the calories of this bowl. Tip number 1. Use milk substitute like cashew milk, almond milk, or any type of milk substitute. Of course, another way is to lower the amount of milk you add. I added 600 milliliters of milk, but you can definitely use less. But keep in mind, you're gonna have to add more stevia sweetener or any type of natural sweetener to make it taste the same. Second tip, if you don't want to get your protein, like all of the protein from this bowl, you can use 1 scoop of whey protein powder or none. You're gonna say, hey, is this gonna work without protein powder? Of course it's gonna do. I've tried this recipe with just cocoa powder. I used about 50 grams or maybe 60 grams of natural unsweetened cocoa, or maybe in your country just plain baking cocoa powder, and that way you definitely decrease the calories. It won't be that high protein, but that way you can use the protein for egg whites, for chicken, and have more volume through the day and not eat it in this bowl. Another tip is that you can add a lot more water and make it even more high volume, but keep in mind again that you're gonna have to add more flavorings so it can taste equally good. This is such an easy recipe, guys. Seriously, all you need is gelatin, protein powder, maybe you can exclude the protein powder, cocoa powder, or if you want, if you have flavored jelly like fruit jelly, raspberry, strawberry, any kind of berry, holly berry, sweetener and milk, maybe without milk, but keep in mind again, it will be not as good. No matter how you eat it, it will be so filling and you won't feel hunger for quite a while. Now about the toppings. As you see here, I topped mine with just 1.5 scoops of whey protein powder mixed with about 10 grams of cocoa powder that I added just a bit of water, mixed up, and it's kind of like a Nutella or a chocolate spread. And I spread it on top with 60 grams of dark chocolate chips. This was a mouthful. And yeah, guys, some more shredded coconut. The best way to eat this is to add 50, 100 or no matter how many grams of your favorite cereal and mix it up. Some are gonna say, well, it looks like shit when you mix it. Yeah, indeed, it doesn't look that appealing. But hey guys, Are you gonna eat it or stare at it? I don't know about you, I'm gonna eat it. So yeah, you can add cereal, frozen fruit, fresh fruit, nuts, peanut butter. If you like this kind of torture, click on one of my videos and enjoy this bowl. So that's it guys, those are my tips. This is the protein bowl, best cutting dessert, meal, etc. And before I start, I know I told you I'm gonna make a Q&A, but the questions are not that much and not that unique, so I'm still waiting to get enough questions, or maybe I'm gonna include them in one of my future videos, which may be in Bulgarian. So if you're Bulgarian or you want me to make Bulgarian videos, click the like and subscribe. This might take a while. See you in a bit.
I have you now.
No matter if cutting, bulking or meditating, if you want high volume, for not that much calories, this is the way to go. Get creative, use any type of powders, any type of flavors, you are up to it. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all social media, and see you next time guys.